December 11th, and I'll call to order the regular school board meeting of the Madison Central School District. Mr. Brooks, if you can record the members absent and present, please. And I will establish a quorum. Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and justice for all.
All right. You've all had a chance to look at the agenda. Could I get a motion to go ahead and approve that?
Second.
All right. Motion by Rod and a second by Rich. All those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and kind of rearrange it though a little bit, guys. I think let's have the Best Buddy program go first. This is a great way to start our school board meeting tonight. So are you gonna start it off for us, Mrs. Hoffman, or?
Absolutely. So Dan's got a PowerPoint that we're going to go
Okay.
off of, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is our second year of Best Buddies. And so we're just gonna kind of give you a recap of what things we've been doing. And then at the end, we'll allow you to ask questions if you have any, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Dan. All right, so just flip this one. Flip that one. All right, help me out. You got it. Does he see himself?
The Best Buddies mission is for individuals with a disability to connect with individuals without a disability, so that genuine friendships can be formed.
Can you flip the left thing for me? You got it, you got it. These folks are not intimidating at all.
Weekends are my favorite, but my favorite is the DSU parade. I would have enjoyed the Thanksgiving meal if I had remembered to bring ketchup. I enjoy hanging out with my peers, especially the girls.
Okay, Michael, your turn. Go ahead with the first one.
The purpose of Best Buddies is for friendships to form through once-a-month activities. The activities put on by Best Buddies has given me the chance to know more of my peers. Last year I enjoyed swimming, and this year I enjoy the DSU parade. I look forward to bowling in January. I'm going to get a strike. Let me tell you a joke. Which of Santa's reindeer has the best moves? Dancer. I look forward to bowling in January. I'm going to get a strike.
Now it's Keisha's turn, right?
Yeah.
Hi, I am Keisha, and I'm one of the vice presidents of Best Buddies. Each month, we make door decorations for Bethel Nursing Home and Heritage Senior Living to bring some monthly joy to their buildings. We have partnered with Tabitha Osmus, a teacher at St. Thomas, who collects all the door decorations and delivers them shortly after they are made. We do this during study hall once a month, so those who are unable to attend events outside of school can still participate with our Best Buddies. We have made apples, pumpkins, turkeys, and Christmas joy. This week we will work on January door decorations.
Mr. Shaw, that's you.
Oh, that's
Oh,
me?
wait, Kaden. Nope, I'm sorry.
Oh.
My fault. Go ahead, Kaden.
Hi, I'm Ken Alicia. In September, the Best Buddies participate in the DSU parade. Before the parade, they made posters. The posters were placed on Mr. Shaw's truck. I went to the parade with my friends. It was fun, and the best part was seeing everyone and throwing cake. I look forward to next year.
Good job, Kaden. Good job.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Cadence, and I'm one of the presidents of Best Buddies, and our October event was painting pumpkins. We did have less people than last year, but everyone still had fun. And some people did. We did have dinner together, and then we painted pumpkins, and I painted a minion.
I'm pinch hitting for my daughter who's home sick, but my daughter is the social media and graphics coordinator for the Best Buddies. In November, they did a Thanksgiving meal, and she volunteered me to cook the turkeys. So I made, my wife and I made 3 turkeys that day for the program, and then she brought the gravy and the pasta salad, and it was a fun evening, and they ate dinner, and then everybody played bingo and enjoyed everybody's company together. And they did this at the basement of the Methodist Church.
Chris and Kaden aren't here this evening, but this is a picture of the Christmas trees that we participated in with Greater Madison Chamber. We didn't win this year. We were really close. The hospital won us out by a few votes, but we made all of our decorations homemade. The kids did them during study hall. We also decorated a tree down at Strive 605, so it would be in the storefront. So if you're downtown, you can go in and check it out. Otherwise, the other tree is located in front of my classroom. So the kids worked really hard and they had a fun time. We'll do it again next year. Maybe we'll yesterday we had our Christmas party here at the school. Lori Christensen let us use her room, and the kids did a white elephant exchange. Everyone came or went home with a gift, and a lot of the gifts that they were surprised that they wouldn't have gotten. So this is a picture of all of the things that they took home. And then after that we had cookies and popcorn, and we watched the Polar Express. And that was our kind of our Christmas party. And I think from majority, everyone had a good time.
Okay, I'm Angel Brunon. I'm the student advisor for Best Buddies. Some events we have done this year are attending sporting events, and so far we've gone to a bunch of football games, and we went to a volleyball game, and later this year we're going to attend the girls' basketball and boys' basketball and Madison Square Garden to watch a wrestling meet, and we hope it should be a good time.
Carson Feller, and I enjoy participating in Best Buddies. I have enjoyed the events so far, and several of my events have been participating in the DSU parade and Thanksgiving meal. Pumpkin pizza was not my favorite, and I enjoyed eating Pizza Ranch pizza. I look forward to bowling in January. My high score is 205, and I'm going to try and bowl that at the Best Buddies event. This is a fun over the season, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
I'm Jody Castro. I'm the chapter treasurer. So we had a fundraiser recently where we gave people the ability to wear hats for $1. We raised $32 that way. We plan to have more fundraisers coming up in the future months. And then the bowling they're referencing has received a donation, so it's actually free to attend for the members now.
I'm Ellie. I'm the other president of Best Buddies. I'm going to be telling you about our upcoming event in February. We're making Valentine boxes and putting them on displays and hoping people can vote on them to see who has the best one. We haven't ironed out all of the plans and details yet, but we're looking forward to this event.
Hi, I'm Channing, and I'm the other vice president of Best Buddies. I'm going to tell you about an upcoming event in March. We are going to be doing Easter egg dine during study hall, and we are looking forward to this event.
Hi, I'm Madison, and I'm the event coordinator / planner of Best Buddies, and I'm going to be telling you about an upcoming event in April. We are planning to make May Day baskets and plan to hang them out on May 1st. We will be meeting at Pizza Ranch to eat and create our May Day baskets, and it should be a fun event.
I'm Elijah, I'm the secretary, and I'm going to tell you about an event in May. So we're hoping to go out to the state park to have a picnic and potluck. Granted that the snow's gone at the beginning this year, and it should be a good time.
Yeah, and this is just some photos from when we were decorating the tree. Do you have any questions?
Well, I don't know that I have questions, but I love this. This is awesome, you guys. And what I really like is hearing about all the things that you guys enjoy doing as a group together. And the ketchup, there must be a story behind the ketchup. So that would be one question I would have. If I'm not too intimidating, that somebody can fill me in on the ketchup.
So Jordan really likes ketchup on everything.
Okay.
And he didn't eat any of his meal, but he didn't tell any of us that he didn't like it because there wasn't ketchup. So that he said next time, he's just gonna remember to put ketchup.
There you go, there you
Because he
go.
would douse everything in ketchup.
All
You
right.
have a special bowl at school for the ketchup, right?
Hey, ketchup is a good thing. I get it.
Yeah, ranch lovers too, so.
That's awesome. Okay, and have you all participated, like, the students in the back that spoke, what grade are you guys in?
10th grade. Sophomore.
Sophomore, so is this like your second year too? You've been involved with it since the beginning? Okay, I know Dave has been. Yeah. Cool. You guys have any questions? Or?
Great job.
You guys are fantastic, and I'm really glad you took time on your schedule to come talk to us, because these are the things that we need to hear about. We get so busy with looking at numbers and hearing about things, and it gets kind of boring. And so I really look forward to people like you coming in here and telling us all the great things that are going on in the school. 'Cause this is what it's really all about. So thank you for that.
Would you be willing to take a picture again this year?
We would love to
Okay.
take a picture.
We can take it in our same spot we did last year. if
Okay.
That's okay with you?
That is great. And then when you guys have fundraisers, I think that would be something that, I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, or Mr. Jorgensen, that we can,
Let us know.
just let us know, okay? All right, okay.
Picture time.
And you don't need your device. Yeah, yeah. Grab your hat, don't forget it. And then. All right, we're gonna stand right over.
right,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you again. Okay, so.
On to the next thing.
Where do we sit?
Right there in those two chairs, so comfortable.
That's awesome. Now you might have to answer some questions.
I like
No.
that. Or ask some questions. You can ask about the background there.
There you go. Okay, we'll go ahead and go back to number 6, which is approval of the consent agenda items 7 through 9. And if we need to pull any of those out, we sure can. Otherwise, I would take a motion to go ahead and approve consent agenda items 7 through 9. Okay, Rob and Rich. And no discussion on those, so all in favor, please vote by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries. Okay, number 10 is hearing of delegations. Do we have anybody else that wants to talk to us? No? All right. All right, well then we'll move on to number 11, administrator report. Mr. Jorgensen.
DOE certification is still where it's at. I think they're making progress, but we haven't seen it yet. Middle school roof is completed, so, and I haven't heard of a leak yet, so that's a good sign. Of course, we haven't had any moisture, but that's beside the point. But hopefully we're good there. Winter activities have all started. We have wrestling tonight going on. The governor's budget address, we've been hearing 2% for the last 2 months from every source that we had talked to, and then the day before we heard 4%, and it was 4%, which was nice to hear.
Yeah.
Apprenticeship program are 3 candidates. They'll be completing their first semester. I believe all plan to continue. I hope there's additional funding in the legislative process to continue the program. First semester ends on the 20th, next Wednesday. That's also an early release day for students. January 2nd then, we have no school, but we have teacher in-service that day. Students' first day back is January 3rd. And then on Monday, January 15th, some years we've gone to the West Central Symposium. This year we're going to have our own end camp type situation out here because of the speakers and stuff at the one in West Central are some we've had here already this year. So it would seem like rather than duplicate it, we're going to do our own in-house on the 15th. So with that, it's hard to believe. I think it was 1 year ago today we started our 4-day break.
Yeah.
Not for Christmas, but for weather. I think it was the 11th. It was the 11th or 12th last year. We went 4 days in a row. So it's nice that, and I don't even hear about it in the near future anyway. Knock on wood is right. So that's what I have.
And you're symposium that we're having here, is other school districts invited to come as well? Or?
Not for this one. I got a guest speaker coming in, and then we're doing some end camps and different breakout sessions this time.
Okay. Mr. Brooks, do you have anything? Alrighty then. Thank you, Mr. Jorgensen.
Yes.
The next agenda item is to review our 5-year capital outlay plan. And now Mr. Brooks will have something to talk about.
So this is a sheet that's kind of prescribed by the Department of Legislative Audit. I always include the prior year, so the column on the left there is 22-23 last year, what was budgeted. The 23-24 is this year's what's budgeted. And then we project out revenues where we estimate revenues will be into the future. And the main purpose of this is to show what debts or certificates we have out there. If you'll see, last year we retired $4 million. This year is the last payment of our loan, energy efficiency loan through the state at $225,000. And then we just have our facility agreement with DSU. So that's all we have for long-term obligations. Then down at the bottom, those are our major functions for capital outlay. Educational equipment is band instruments, tables, desk chairs. Technology, that's student teacher devices, projectors, sound, document cameras. Operations and maintenance, that's our projects category listed in our retreat, asphalt, sidewalks, roofing, any large repairs. The transportation, that's our vehicle schedules, any vehicle loan payments we have. And the co-curricular, that's uniform sets, football helmets, shoulder pads, like in the spring tennis court refinishing on there, and then those special projects that come up. That's kind of just a projection. That's not what our budget will be. That's just kind of laying forward what we kind of estimated from what we know now.
Because then the capital outlay committee will take requests, right?
Yeah.
And we'll go through all those and
Create projects.
reach projects.
And the main purpose of this is just so that the board's aware of any long-term obligations that we have.
Right.
We're become very light on that after we paid it off last year. So a lot more flexibility.
Which is wonderful.
It is.
Thank you for keeping us diligent on paying down our debt early, Mr. Brooks.
So where would the projected sort of things we've been talking about as far as the potential for a gymnastics center, fixing the middle school, where would that go in this?
So where I have that, I kind of split it over a year. So you normally see our average maintenance runs about $500,000. We put $1 million, some in there for this year for if they were just on site. They'll be finishing up some stuff. They'll be making some recommendations. We have some in this year, $1.5 million in that year, $1.5 million in that year, and in that year. So either we'll do it up front all at once, loan against it, or we'll do projects kind of based as we can. So I did put that into kind of projections to make sure we have, it ends up being about $3.5 million available over a few years. I don't know what they'll be able to, and what we select in that. And it could be more, we have to adjust things, but I did want to show money in there for that.
Okay. Well, very good. Any questions for Mr. Brooks, or? All right, well, thank you. We always appreciate the education. Okay, next agenda item is to consider the surplus of the school bus number 18 to Lake Area Technical College. What did I do?
Back to school.
Oh, I sure did skip one. We're gonna review the required back-to-school plan first.
So this has to be on every 6 months. We made no recommended changes. We're at where we're at. This will be on one more time, either in May or June. This will have to be on again in the next 6 months. And then I'll double check, but I believe the requirement runs out September of 2024. So next September, I believe then that won't be a requirement anymore. But until that time, because the ESSER funds and so on we got, we have to, every 6 months now, after this meeting, I will go on and I will click to the state that it was on our agenda again, and we'll move forward. So it's out there, it's been out there since the end of the year, and last year we have no recommended changes to it.
Have you seen any issues with COVID at all in the school district?
We've had a few staff that have been out. Nothing like we saw years back, though. I mean, nothing at all like that. I mean, we have numbers in the hundreds. So, knock on wood right now, no, hasn't been a big number thing. It's just been one here and there.
Okay. Any other questions? All right. Okay, now we'll go on to consider the surplus of the school bus number 18 to the Lake Area Technical College.
So bus 18 is a 2013 International. It's got about 102,000 miles on it. At the end of last year, we were looking at having the motor rebuilt or having a crate motor brought in to be about 18 to 22,000. And then if they find anything else, that's what we would have done. And what happened was T purchased some new buses with their ESSER funds. They surplus their older buses. So we were able to acquire a 2018 Bluebird with 31,000 miles for $5,000. So we replaced this bus with that bus.
Okay, wait a minute, say that again.
5,000.
For 2018, how many miles?
31,000. It was ran heavy. It was an in-town route. It didn't do a lot of miles per day, but it did put a lot of hours on. So we'll have it for a few years, and we should be able to carry it for a little while. So that was a good deal. Then when we were talking with the groups that were looking at rebuilding Lake Area Technical College, they would like our bus because they'd like to rebuild it. They have many projects they can do with that bus. Where it really comes in handy would be, they have a CDL program where they license a CDL. Well, if they have a school bus available, they could get the same CDL people, passenger and school bus endorsements at the same time. And I think that would help us in any school around if everybody going for the CDL picks up those endorsements at the same time. So we'd be looking to surplus to them at no cost, and then they would put it into their program. And Stan Fodd's lined pretty much all of that up. He did a really nice job with that, with those transactions.
Even, and they'll tow it.
Yeah, somebody that's friends of theirs, their Lake area, will come and do the towing for no cost.
Okay, can I get a motion on surplusing the school bus number 18 to LATC? Okay, or could I get a second, please?
No second.
Okay, Rob will second. Do we need to have any discussion on that before we vote? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, consider amending the board policy GCN evaluation of professional staff. Mr. Jorgensen.
Yeah, we have accreditation review coming up, and so we've been doing a lot of things. Met with Diana last almost 2 weeks ago now. But anyway, one of the things that's come out is that requires this to happen for the first 3 years, which we do, but for some reason we had 2 in there. What we've always done, new staff for 3 years. And then principals will evaluate teachers using the approved form in accordance with the frequency. And I'm sure that was done at the time so that every time the state switches what we're supposed to use, it was the approved form. But in the accreditation schools, have been getting dinged if it doesn't actually say South Dakota framework for teaching. So we're just adding that. That's what we use. But before we just said the required form, now we just have to add it. It's one of the things in order to check off the box, accreditation, that it says those words. So it's what we do, and the 2 to 3 years is what we've been doing. It was just probably a mistake at the time that it said 2 instead of 3. So pretty minor. That's why we're asked to amend, so we have it in place.
Okay. So those are the only 2 changes then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it crosses out 2 and it crosses out form.
Right. Okay. And we don't have to do a second reading or anything like that on it because it's not a new one. Yeah. Okay, maybe a motion would be good.
So moved.
Okay, Rob and Rich, any discussion on this? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, it is now time for executive session in accordance with SDCL 125-2, Section 6 for Emergency Management Plan. And
do you have an estimate for how long that executive session will go on?
Okay, as soon as that comes on, let me know, Dan. Okay, as soon as that comes on. Okay, we are coming out of executive session at 6:20 PM. And could I get a motion for the agenda item to consider approval of the emergency management plan presented to us by Mr. Jorgensen? Okay, we got Jordan. Second by Rich. And would we have any discussion on that that would not breach confidentiality? Okay, hearing none, motion on the floor to go ahead and approve the emergency management plan, please vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Awesome. Okay, adjournment of the regular scheduled meeting. We're gonna say is non-negotiable. Adjourned at 6:21, everybody.
And next month, we may meet at the elementary, we'll see.
Okay.
One of the next 2 months, because we'll have